What's up, Team Sugar? Welcome back to my channel. It's M. Williams with Sugar Salon TV. So I used to call my salon team Team Sugar. If you guys know, I know I get so many new viewers. Thank you guys so much for becoming new viewers, but I also want you to become new subs. So if you could just click, hit, smash, whatever you want to call it, whatever adjective you want to use, go ahead and just smash it for me and come on and become a sub and join Team Sugar, because you know what? It's free. It is absolutely free. So, you guys, I had a salon team and I used to call them Team Sugar, but I don't have a salon team anymore. I am a retired salon owner, had three salons simultaneously, been in the hair industry over 30 plus years. So, you guys, go ahead and sub. Go ahead and smash that sub. Y'all can go ahead and do that. And you guys who have already smashed the sub a while back or whenever, thank you so much. What a blessing. I appreciate you. I appreciate you right here. I appreciate you. Come on now, y'all. Sub, smash, do what to do, hype, do what you know what to do, make it do what to do. Anyhow, you guys, let's get into this video. Okay, you guys, thank you for everything and thanks for watching. So she has the thickest hair ever. She's a new client. This is just the second time I'm doing her hair. Okay, thick than a mug. Okay, thick. So I did a demi color off camera. As you saw, the text overlay came up saying, that I had done a demi color on her, just to cover a little bit of gray that she had. So that's what I did. And so you see her hair is thick, 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 thick. She has some beautiful thick hair. And she does have relaxed hair. Her hair is relaxed. There are a lot of people who still have relaxed hair. Everybody's not natural, so some people do have relaxed hair, especially if they're going for like shorter hairstyles like this. They kind of sometimes want to relax. So I'm just trimming her up a little bit because when she came to me the first time, she got a haircut, and this time she got a trim, or me just checking to see if anything need to be trimmed, as well as she got a demi color. So that's what she got. So all I'm doing is just trimming her up, did the color, demi color, and then I'm gonna just do some just bump curls, loose curls. That's it, because her hair is super, super thick. I mean, she has some beautiful, healthy, thick hair. So relaxed hair, like what's the whole deal with that? So relaxed hair, when you have chemically treated hair, see, I'm saying her hair is so thick and healthy. So when you have chemically treated hair, whether it's a relaxer, you guys, or whether you have some color treatments, or whether you're blonde, or you got a color red, or even if it's a darker color like this, and I think I use like a level 3 or 4. I think level 4 on her. It's hard to tell because her hair is wet, so it looks even darker. But I believe I put a level 4. I'm quite sure I did level 4 on her. So anyway, so it wouldn't be so super dark. It'll be more like a brown, and you probably can see the brown right here when I turned her around. But anyway, the whole thing with color treated hair or chemically treated hair is, sometimes when you have chemicals in your hair, it tends to make your hair be a little bit drier. Um, so you want to make sure that you hydrate your hair. To me, steam hydration is everything. Whether your hair is color treated, whether your hair is relaxed, or whether it's natural, in my opinion, uh, steam hydration is everything. So I'm just molding her hair. She kind of wanted it to where, it's not much of a curl. And she kind of wanted it where you can't really hardly see a part or whatever. So I'm molding it with just using some mousse, and just kind of molding it to kind of how she want to style it. And so I set her under the dryer, and she pretty much is completely dry almost. And so maybe just a tad bit damp.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just putting a little bit of serum in her hair. Serum, it hydrates your hair, but it's not heavy, so it won't weigh the hair down. So just put a little serum in there, as you saw me kind of rub on her hair. Now I'm gonna blow dry her hair and just put some little, I would just call them bump curls, where you just bumping it, not really putting much of a tight curl. But you guys just trust and believe when I tell you her hair is thick and is very healthy. I didn't see any breakage. I didn't see any need for any type of treatment or anything like that. Her hair is just very healthy and it's relaxed. So I think she's going to be coming in to me like once a month or something like that. And so there's that. She's going to be coming in once a month. And then, so like I said, I'm just bumping some curls throughout here. She don't want much of a curl. I would like to style her a different way. One day, if she'll let me, I'll suggest it to her. But I think she'll look cute with kind of almost like a pixie kind of style. Like, I mean, the front is long, but we can put some big curls up there. You can do kind of pixie looking styles and just have the front area, bigger curls. I think she'll look cute like that, but regardless, her hair is super thick. When I say super thick, that's why you see me having to use a bunch of clips on her hair because, I have to clip each section because her hair is very, very thick and it's very healthy. And so the thing is, like I was saying with relaxed hair, you just always want to make sure. And I did another video on relaxed hair because one of my viewers or subscribers had asked me a while back a question, had put a comment asking a question about how do you, or can I make a video about relaxed hair? How do you care for it? So I'll link that to this video. But definitely, 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 you want to know how to take care. Like one thing about me when I was doing hair on a regular basis, anytime I did a new client, I would always give them like a aftercare thing so they would know what to do. Because you really can't assume that people know, what to do, especially if they're getting something that they haven't gotten before. I'm definitely gonna, you know, um, email or text them, usually via text, like a aftercare. Because as a hairstylist, it's a team effort. When you want healthy hair, it's not just on the hairstylist, it's a team effort because, you can have the healthiest hairstylist ever known to man. But if you doing the most at home, if you just flat iron and flat iron and flat iron, blow dry and blow dry and blow dry, you just doing a lot of unhealthy things to your hair.
A few moments later.
If you're doing unhealthy hair things to your hair at home, then you kind of walking it back. Everything that your stylist is doing that's good for your hair, you pretty much you're walking that back. You taking it back in the reverse. Like your stylist is taking it 5 steps forward and you taking it 3 back. So when you get home with all that, so when you get home and you doing all that, that's not good for your hair. And then at the end of the day, if you're not eating healthy, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not drinking water on a regular basis, it's so many things, guys, that can affect your hair. I have videos on here that talks about that too. Like I have over 600 videos on my channel. And like I said, over 30 years in the industry. So, I'm old school. Back in the day, they taught you about everything. It was no quick, fast, in a hurry education. It was, education, education, education. Like the instructors I had, both older and they did not play at all. So, we had to learn, we was tested all the time. Like they weren't playing, like they'll embarrass you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So the old school stylist, they gonna tell you like it TI is. They gonna tell you like it is, but you in the meantime while they telling you like it is, you gonna have hair on your head. You're not gonna be having no hair loss because they're gonna be telling you what you got to do at home, what you got to do on the weekend, what you was supposed to do last week, what you didn't do a year ago. All of this stuff, girl. We gonna be telling you what you got to know. You understand? So anyway, like, so I'm big on, aftercare, letting people know what they got to do at home. Don't just assume that people know. So that's why if you look at any of my videos, I'm always trying to give wisdom, information, knowledge. I'm not here to hide information from you. I'm not trying to keep it a secret, and all that. I'm not on a hush hush and all of this other stuff. No, you need to know it's a team effort. If you go to a salon and you sit in somebody's chair and you paying them money, and you trusting them with your hair, And like I say in a lot of my videos, God only gives us one head of hair. Like the Lord. He only gives us one head of hair. So you got to take care of it. Yeah, you can go and try out all these different hairstylists. And if you don't do your due diligence and then you end up with no hair, then you end up with your hair broken and damaged. Yeah, you can get your hair restored. It can be recovered, all of that. But you know what? In the meantime, while you're trying to restore your hair from an incompetent hairstylist who was not transparent enough to let you know, hey, this is what you're requesting, this service, what you're asking me for. I don't feel confident in it. I don't have no experience in it. I don't feel comfortable doing it on you. But a lot of times that conversation ain't had, and you end up getting a service and you thinking just because they're a hairstylist, they know what they're doing, da da da. I keep telling people, stop assuming, because an assumption is the lowest form of knowledge, because when you assume, you really don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't know. You just think you know, right? So do I have a witness out there? Can somebody hype me up on this one? Can somebody thumbs a sister up on this one? When you assume, you really don't know. So you going out here, you sitting in people's chair because you assume they know how to do hair. And I'm gonna tell you, like I say on a lot of my videos, a lot of hairstylists have specialties. Why do you think stylists have specialties, and what's that all about? So stylists usually a lot of times have specialties, things that they specialize in, because they're telling you that that's what they're more experienced in. That's kind of their way of telling you that I'm more experienced with this, that, or the third. So if you're trying to get hair color, or if you're trying to go from a level 2 to a level 8, a level 2 to a level 10, and if that hairstylist is not, number one, licensed, and number two, if that's not their specialty, is not hair color, why would you be sitting in somebody's chair who say their specialty is crochet braids or something like that? Now, not trying to bash any hairstylists. I'm trying to educate, because they'll tell you that themselves. That's the purpose of them having that they have a specialty. All stylists are not created equal. I done said this 11 times on my channel. All hairstylists are not created equal. You learn that when you own a salon. You learn that when you're in the hair industry. You learn that when you're in cosmetology school. Like even in cosmetology school, there are going to be some students in there who going to be cutting hair like they've been cutting hair in the womb. Like it's just they don't. It's like they don't even need to be trained. So it's the same, when they get out of school for hair. Some people are just very, very good with certain things. And so it becomes their specialty. But if that's their specialty, then that don't mean that they know what they're doing with something else. And one thing about hair color, you guys, it can make your hair come out quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, and no time flat. Like, look at this beautiful lady right here. Beautiful skin. She's so beautiful. And she is hilarious. And, this only her second time coming to me right now. You see her in my chair. But you guys, it seemed like we've been knowing each other 11 years. You understand? Had the greatest conversations ever. And that's everything. When you getting your hair done, you want the energy to be great and all that. But anyway, back to that, making them false assumptions and stuff. When you assume, you really don't know. So don't assume that every hairstylist is created equal, that everybody know what they doing when it comes to color, because some stylists be shaking in their boots standing behind the chair doing color, like taking somebody from a level 2 to a level 7 or 8. They'll let you book their appointment. I've had stylists come to me and say, "Oh, how do you do this?" And they already got the client in their chair, and I'm sitting there thinking, "Okay, they don't even know how to do this. Why would they book this client?" But at the end of the day, what you guys gotta understand, please believe that when you're in the service industry, it's a job. It's the source of income. It's how they make their living. Just like you go to work, you do a 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or 7 to 3, whatever your work hours are. At the end of the week, how much money you're gonna make, how much money gonna be deposited into your direct deposit. You already know. But a hairstylist or somebody in the service industry, they don't know month to month, day to day, week to week, what they gonna make hour to hour. You could be booked up, got 10 people on your schedule for one day, and could end up just doing 5 people if some of them, cancel or reschedule. You don't know. So people gonna book sometimes, for things that they may not be that good at doing. They not gonna say, "Oh girl, oh guy, I don't really know what I'm doing with this. I'm not that experienced with this." Now some of them may, because they may not even have that service on their service menu. When you go on a online booking, you may not even see hair color. You may not even see hair lightening. You may not even see where you can book from a level 2 to a 8, because they got integrity and they not gonna let you book that. But some, if they only have one source of income and they not married, and I'm not trying to bash any hairstylists, please believe I'm not doing that, because a lot of videos I make are for the hairstylists as well. And I'm not talking about every hairstylist, I'm not talking about every person, and I'm not just talking about the hair industry, because people do it in all kind of industries. And you guys stop and look at her hair. See, she just wanted some bump curls. That's what these are, where it's hardly no curl at all. So my rake, I could have raked her out with my fingers. I actually couldn't find my rake comb. You see, she and I, we having the deepest conversation ever. But you guys, back to that. Please don't just think that everybody has integrity. It doesn't matter if they're in finance and accounting, whether they're in banking, they could be a mechanic. It don't matter what industry they are in. Like some people don't have any integrity at all, and they won't tell you at all. They won't tell you. They won't tell you at all, at all, at all, at all. So I'm gonna need you to do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Look at her. I don't know what I'm telling her, but she got the great. She could be an actress because she got the greatest expressions ever. But we was having a deep conversation. You see, she didn't want no part. She just wanted some bump curls. So I could have just took my fingers and kind of just raked through it. My rake comb, I had seen it that day, but it kind of disappeared on me. So I'm just, getting some of that hair off her neck because I trimmed her down a little bit further, um, right there. But yeah, she didn't want no curls. I put a little bit more at the top, the side fringe side over there. She kind of wanted that really loose. And so the picture she showed me, when she first came to me, she already kind of had some layering in her hair. And so I kind of just trimmed her up. But we are having the deepest conversation ever, as you can see by her face. But again, back to you guys, please don't make any assumptions, because God, again, the Lord, He only gave us one head of hair. And you guys, that you got to take care of your head of hair. Do your research. Um, do your due diligence, please, and thank you, please, and please, and please, and thank you. So I'm gonna just rake out these big little bump curls on her. I'm gonna kind of lift them up, play around in them, because she really didn't want much curls at all. And we in having the deepest conversation ever with these bump curls. Old school. We don't want no trouble. We don't want too much. We just want to be able to tie our hair up at night when we get home and make it do what it do. But you see, she got the most beautiful hair ever, and you can see that brown, that number 4. Um, so you can see that number 4 in her hair. But I didn't do no jet black or nothing like that. She don't need nothing too dark. So you see, I'm kind of trying to rake it with my fingers, because my rake comb, like I said, I saw it earlier that morning, and she was my last client. I was in there all day working. So I got this comb, but this is not the comb I'm talking about. I'm talking about a rake comb I have. So I'm just kind of moving it around, trying to leave her some curls, trying to make it where she ain't got no part, because she ain't really want to see no part. But she is the prettiest, cutest, sweetest lady ever. And it seems like she and I been knowing each other since the playground. Yeah, she is cool. So if you stayed and watched this entire video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You helping me get that watch time, that good old watch time. Now go on and sub, girl. Go on, guy. Thank you.